Hello, and welcome to a new soft-spoken ASMR video. So today I'm going to be talking football because surprisingly on my baking video where I just talked about it a little because I was watching football while baking, some of you guys said you liked when I talked about it. So today we're going to be talking about the game that, if you're watching this in real time, happened yesterday, and it was Rams, which is my team, the Los Angeles Rams, versus the Chicago Bears. And this was a very important game because now it is the playoffs, and basically you have to just win every game if you want to advance, and the ultimate goal is the Super Bowl. But it was nerve-wracking because the Rams-Bears matchup was one of the last games to happen, because it was okay. Also, for context, I'm going to be explaining this as a girl who gets hated on by her guy friends. No, I'm just kidding. But who I've always liked football because my brothers love it. And I don't know, it's just always been on in my household. And I've always liked it. Like, I like Super Bowl parties, things like that. But I think I got really into it the past 2-3 years, more so on the game side. Like, I actually enjoy watching it now. It's probably one of my favorite sports to watch now because I understand it more, but I definitely don't understand it to the depth that I'm sure a lot of guys or people who've just watched it for a longer time. So low-key gonna be explaining this game like I'm a fake blonde, but like a dumb blonde. But I'm like very brunette on the inside too. But explaining this as a girl who's recently in the past couple years got into football. So yeah, but hopefully it's relaxing and just chatter. But anyways, so it's like the divisional round. So on the West Coast side, it was Seahawks versus Niners, and the Seahawks won by a lot, which the Rams fandom is a little bit worried about playing the Seahawks again because they're kind of our rivals in the West, and just a really good team, like a hard team to beat. But I was kind of happy about that because I feel like the Niners fans I know were getting too confident. So bye. No, I'm just kidding. We're still in it. I get so coggy now too, which is like not good. And then the other side of the West was gonna be, the other game happening was Rams Bears, but we played last. So like on the East side, it was Bills Broncos, and I thought the Bills were gonna win for surely, but Broncos won. And then it was Patriots Texans, which I thought the Patriots were gonna win because they're like on fire this season, like Drake May, all that. But someone I was talking to was so dead set on the Texans, and I was like, what? Like, but Patriots did win. So yeah, so we have Broncos and Patriots that are gonna face off, and then Seahawks, and then the blank spot was gonna be filled in by Rams and Bears. I was fairly confident that we were gonna win, but lately the Rams have been cutting it very close. For instance, in the prior game, it was against the Panthers, and we kind of barely won that. So I knew it was gonna be a close game. I knew it was gonna be a tight game, but I was fairly confident we were gonna win, and I wasn't as stressed during this game as I was during the Panthers game. So yeah, but very happy to say we won. This is my NFL jersey that I got for Christmas, and I'm wearing number 12 for my favorite player on the Rams, which is Puka Nacua. He's a wide receiver. Some may say one of the best wide receivers in the whole NFL league. But yeah, this is Rams. He used to be number 17, but his current number is number 12. So I wore this during the game. I wore my hat, and I did rally time, which you wear it backwards, when we went into OT, which was kind of stressful. And then my mom and I also have these Rams sweaters that we are kind of superstitious about, and when we both put them on, we started like winning again. So yeah, so I thought I'd first show you some of the highlights just off the Rams Instagram account, because it was honestly a really good game, and it was one of the first times too that I got really excited about the defense of the Rams, because there was lots of like interceptions and turnovers on both sides, honestly, but we got some really good ones, and also crazy defense. Like we were like Bears were on the line, like only a couple yards from making a touchdown, and we stopped it like 2 times. I'm pretty sure we stopped it, and it was so amazing to watch, because usually when you're that close, like the touchdown is almost inevitable. Like I want to say within 3 yards, one of them was like 1.5 yards. Like they were so close, and we stopped it, which was some of the most exciting defense I've seen in a while. So let's start with some of the plays. Okay, so probably I'll show you first like the winning point, because we did go into overtime, which, if you're not a huge football fan, means it was tied up after we went through all 4 quarters. It ended up being tied up, and so then both teams have a chance to get the ball in overtime to score, and we have both gotten the ball. This is my understanding of it. Okay, so we had both gotten the ball, no one had scored yet, so now it was just first to score wins. So we were getting closer to touchdown territory, but we were, so basically you get downs, and we only had like 2 downs left, like 2 tries basically to make a touchdown. So we try it one more time, doesn't work, and this was scary because I was just like, no interceptions, like I don't want the Bears to get it, whatever. So then we're on our last one, and that's when we decide to kick for a field goal. So basically if we miss this field goal, the Bears would have got the ball again, potentially scored, and then they would have won. But this was our chance. Like we were gonna kick the ball, and the player who kicked our ball is Mevis, and they call him the thicker kicker because he's a big guy. So Mevis walks it off in overtime. It went through, and at this moment, with 3 minutes left in overtime, we won the game. Oh my gosh. Go on, do not disturb. Oh my gosh, guys. Stop talking. Group chat's going off. So then Rams posted a little commotion for the kicker. This is Puka Nacua, my favorite. This is Mevis. So they were so happy. That's Matthew Stafford, our quarterback. Mevis. yeah, he was kind of like the star of the show. Okay, and then I'll kind of just go in reverse order. So then we made a really important catch in order to get close enough to touchdown territory and field goal range. And one of the catches was by Devontae Adams, and it was almost contested because, as was in the video, he catches it and then immediately is out of bounds. But I think the refs made a good call. Everyone agrees this was a valid catch. So here he is catching the ball, and as you can see, that's when he goes out of bounds. But in order to have it considered like caught there, he has control of the ball. His toe drags. So this toe's down and then this toe drags. So basically you have to have toes on the ground or a knee or an elbow. But it's clear he had full control of the ball and that he caught it when it was in and his toes were dragging. So that one and that toe. So it was ruled valid catch. That was key to getting us into touchdown and field goal range. Okay, and then another amazing defensive play was when Cam Curl, they called a pick or intercepted for us in OT because the Bears had the ball. So the Bears quarterback Williams is throwing a pass. He's throwing a pass downfield, and our guy gets it. Cam Curl gets it. But let's watch it again. They're so happy. So Williams is obviously trying to hit one of these two guys, but we caught it. So that was a huge turning point as well in overtime. And even in the coaches like pep talk at the end of the game, he's like, can we hear it for Cam Curl? Okay, so here's another turnover we forced. So essentially we made the first touchdown of the game, then they made a touchdown, so it was 7-7. Then I believe we made a field goal, then they made a field goal, tied it up at halftime. Then we made a touchdown, so it was 17-10, and then they ended up making a touchdown later. But we ended up stopping 2 touchdowns, like for instance when we were at 7-7, and then again when we were at, especially when we were at the 7-7. So this is Rams forced turnover on downs on goal line. So here we see Williams gets the ball, throws it, and we catch it. So Williams gets the ball, he's trying to get it into the touchdown, and it's so close. It is so close, but see, we get the ball. He gets it instead of that guy. So the defense was just insane. Like, I feel like this was a game where defense won the game. Like, offense did well too, but and this was Spites, was the player that got that ball. So just crazy, like for them to be that close to the end zone, and we blocked it. Okay, so this was when we were at 10-10, third quarter, and this was our touchdown. This is Kyron Williams. So Stafford gets, oh wait, it wasn't a Stafford pass, it was a handoff. But it's just funny how he jumps into the end zone like that. So yeah, Stafford passes it to him and he's in the end zone. It was such a clear touchdown, but me and my friend were saying, why did he jump over it like that? Like, you don't want to risk it not being counted. Okay, so this was another big interception, and this was by Kobe Durant. So that was big. Because interceptions are huge, because then you get the ball and you basically stop the team from being able to score on that run at all. And then next is one of the highlights they did for our QB, Matthew Stafford, who is having an MVP year. And it was just a really good pass, and like low-key almost intercepted, but he passes it and boom, gets it to that pocket. So basically every big pass like that is really good in football, because it gets us further down the field and better chances at getting a touchdown. And then this is one of my favorite plays, where Puka is blocking the defense so that his teammates can get through. And this reminds me of like basketball, when you do a pick, or I think that's what it's called, it's like a pick, where one teammate like stands there, and so their teammate can like go around and make the score. And let's see. Okay, and then Puka does it again, so that Kyron gets a touchdown. So here we're closer. But see how Puka blocks, and then he runs straight through to the end zone. So that was our first touchdown. And this was, okay, so the Bears definitely started like pretty hot, like they were making some like crazy passes, but then we intercepted on the opening drive, like one of them. One of my friends I was watching it with was betting for the Bears, so he was like, and the announcers too were like, that's how you start a football game, that's how you start a football game. So then when we intercepted on this opening drive, I was like, that's how you start a football game. So it's Rams pick off Williams on the opening drive. So he gets it, and we just start running it back. So that was pretty fire. Okay, the one, as you can see, this is very Rams biased video, but the one play I will show you that was really good by the Bears, and which got us to overtime, was this crazy pass by Williams. And basically we were like pressing him, because the quarterback can get sacked if they don't throw the ball soon enough. We were pressing him, and he actually retreated, like he was going backwards, and then threw this crazy pass from the, I want to say 40-yard line, like it was pretty far back, and his teammate caught it, which is how they tied it up. So I'll go ahead and show you that, so it's not a completely Rams bias video. And that was a crazy play. But yeah, this is definitely like one of the craziest plays. But see, they're pressing him, and he throws it from way back there, and he catches it, which ended up tying it up. But yeah, they didn't post it in real form, so you can't even see him. But he's running back and then just does this crazy pass. So if you're a Bears fan, I will give you that one. That was pretty good. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I was maybe gonna go into even more depth, but I'm already like been yapping for a long time. But this, I always love the winning posters. 20-17, Rams win. Yeah. So wish us luck in the game against Seattle next week. And if you like this sports talk videos, let me know. and I'll see you in the next one.